Mr. Duran here with another episode of Under the Surface. Why is it so hard for me to face my failures? I think a lot of it has to do with the response that I would get. I think it would completely tear me apart and put me in a downward spiral that I'm not willing to go to, but I'm very familiar with. I don't want to self-destruct again, but this is something that needs to be talked about. This is something that I need to face and something that I need to handle. Why is it hard to face my failures? Well, let's talk about them for a minute. I come from a failed marriage to begin with. A failed marriage with children that were torn apart, completely broken. I've never rightfully dealt with that. I never dealt with the situation of my divorce, having a wife who just lied to me and went to court, took everything from me. Every last bit of what I had was taken from me and given to her because of my infidelity. Every year, my children would leave California with my wife. The day they got out of school, and wouldn't come back until the day right before they were supposed to go back to school. Left me, went back to California. Shattered me. I was already in a position where I was stuck on drug use. I was in a totally different headspace at that time. Find out a few years later, my sister-in-law tells me, "Hey Joseph, did you know that all these years your ex-wife was talking to her ex? Every summer she would go to California?" No, I didn't know that. Come to find out, you have 2 more kids, and they're from him. Coincidence? Who knows? I don't know. At the end of the day, the divorce still rests on my shoulders. Rests on my shoulders because I pushed her away. It's my fault. All I ever did was work. I had a great career. 3 businesses that were thriving outside of that career. Was never home. And every summer, I continue to work to support the trips, to support spending habits, everything that my family had to go through, just to make their summers better, fell on my shoulders. And then to have it all taken away and being lied to, I would never want to make her out to be the bad person, because at the end of the day, it falls on my shoulders. I never would have pushed them away, but I never would have done what I did, right? Facing my failures, having to face my children and having them tell me, "Where were you? You abandoned us. You were never there for us. All those years of taking care of us fucking meant nothing. You didn't follow through. You fell apart. Using drugs, being out in the streets, not having a job, living in a tent." Coming from them, those are all excuses. I don't care about that. I hate you, Dad. You're a piece of shit. You mean nothing to us. Not a fucking thing. That's a hard pill to swallow, man. We have social media, you know, and we post all of these things on social media. Hey, how great we're doing and how good we are and how happy we are and all the great things that is happening in our life, right? But here at Under the Surface, on this page, on this channel, we talk about some real shit. You know, what's behind the mask? Because you can sit here and give me my flowers all day. Oh, Joseph, we commend you for doing what you're doing. Man, you're putting this stuff out there. You're sharing it with people. Wow, you're going to help somebody. Good job. Great. Whether it's coming from family members, whether it's coming from friends, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to receive flowers, man. I'm here so that I can share my story with you because of how it makes me feel. And if it helps anybody, if it helps any of you out there, then great, man. I'm completely in awe. And I'm here for you. I never addressed the fact that my father fucking sat in front of me in jail and lied to me about the whole situation, about what went down when he took a man's life and he stabbed my mother. Multiple fucking times. Man died before he even hit the ground. My mother covered in blood while I'm at the hospital, asking her what happened. Your father did this. Having to break into a fucking apartment with the lights already smashed, couldn't turn on the lights. Walk into the restroom, turn on the light, full of blood everywhere. Walk into the bedroom, full of blood everywhere. But you want to sit there and lie to me after I've seen it on video, what you did. Eye to eye. Like nothing. Like nothing fucking happened. You weren't the victim. And in my case with my family, I'm not playing victim either. It's my fault. I haven't addressed my father for that. I haven't addressed my children for my mistakes. I haven't addressed apologies to my mother. We haven't even discussed the situation of what took place. And it's been over a decade. Not one conversation about what happened that night. You just want to move on with your life and carry on. Sweep it under the rug. Sweep it under the rug. Just like a child when I used to get my ass beat every time my parents would get drunk, which was every fucking weekend, by the way. Get my ass beat for no reason. I remember one night my mom woke me up and pulled me out of my bunk bed from the top just so that she could beat my ass because my room was dirty. Toys everywhere, right? And my cousins were sleeping on the top bunk with me and on the bottom. Why? Because they're still out in the living room partying, having a good time and enjoying themselves. But she had to find it within herself to come in and beat my ass because my room was dirty. With her eyes like this. That's how I knew when my mom was drunk. You know? And these things have never been addressed. My wife, who's sitting inside right now, sitting in my corner, having to deal with my PTSD from going overseas and being in a place that I had no choice to be at when I was in the Marine Corps. Things that have taken place in my life. Having to deal with my, several years of addiction, 7 years of addiction, meth, crack, popping pills. She was never a part of that. But here we are 6 years later. Now she's a part of it. Why? Because she has to go through it with me. She chooses to go through the healing process with me. And it's hard. It's hard on her. It's hard on me. But it's harder on her. And it's not fair. It's not right. Whatever it is that you're going through in life, man, address it. Address it. Confront it. Do the right thing. I wouldn't sit here feeling guilty inside if I didn't care. But I care enough. I care enough to share this. And I care enough to be open with you. Because that's the type of man that I am. That's who I am today. This shit fucking hurts. It hurts, man. It hurts. There's just so much more that I can share with you, and I can go on and on and on. And what's sad about it is that all my friends and family, each one of you is going through something right now, or have gone through something similar, or going through it. You're not alone. We're a community of people, friends, and family that are here. And I hope this reaches out to someone who needs to hear this. Just step up and do the right thing. Confront your fears and put them behind you.